Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is December 12, 2021. Let's look at beaten down stocks to buy at a fair valuation. So with that, we'll do a quick market update, look at the beaten down stocks, also look at Dow Jones 30, Nasdaq 100, S&P 500, Russell 1000 and 2000 stocks, and look at the stocks below 200-day moving average and improving. And also let's look at stocks with the highest short ratio. I know many of you like to play a short squeeze game. And let's look at stocks doing better than the industry and look at the growth stocks with the reasonable valuation. So with that, let's jump in and get started. So as you look through here on Friday, we had a nice rally. We had Dow Jones Industrial Average, Nasdaq, S&P 500 all up nicely, and we had 48% advancing stocks and declining stocks for 47. Kind of neck to neck. Here we'll see how it goes and take it from there. And from a stock news perspective, stocks futures are racing a little bit. S&P 500 notches the best week since February. That's a great news. Next is the Fed watch. If Jerome Powell just rises by 25 basis points and keeps the rhetoric down, then the stock market can really take this on and go higher. But if the Fed comes up with the aggressive lines and if they keep saying aggressive rate hikes, then it's a different story. So with that Costco, they beat the profit and revenue estimates here, and they boost the inflation estimate for third straight quarter, and they also see some issues with the inventory. Some inventory may not make it before Christmas. And Broadcom, AVGO, one of my favorite stock, it rallies nicely, but as the market comes down, this might also come down. So we'll watch how it goes. It's a great stock to buy on a dip. And then you got Larry Ellison from Oracle. Looks like Oracle had a great day, best day in 20 years. So we'll see how it goes. It's a great stock, but I would not buy at this jump here. Let's wait for a small buyback, a small pullback here, and then buy Oracle. Oracle trades wildly around the earnings. This time it's up. So it comes down at times, and that's a good time to buy. And then you got Centene, one of my favorite stock again. They also raise after 2022 outlook here. This one also is a good one to buy if the market falls over. And then you got Chewy here. This stock did very well last year. This year it's struggling a little bit. It could be good to slowly buy this one. No need to rush. And then you got Lululemon, one of my favorite retailer. The stock rises after the Q3 earnings. If the stock market pulls back, this is a good one to put it in your shopping list. This will do very well. And finally, we have Ciena. Ciena used to be a hot shot stock back in 2000 and around 2003 time frame. Right now, it's struggling a little bit. This is a good one to buy. This also trades widely around the earnings. It could be good to slowly buy some Ciena and go from there. So with that, now let's jump into Thinkorswim platform, keep a check on the futures market and look at few stock charts. So with that, let's jump in. So as you look through here from a futures market perspective, futures are trying to go a little higher. S&P 500 futures up 15 here, and Nasdaq futures up 55, as you can see here. That's a good increase here. And then we got Dow Jones Industrial Average up around 116, and we got Russell 2000, a little bit weaker of the averages, as you can see here. It's also up 11 points here. There are great bargains still. We could still buy some great stocks here. And now let's check on the bond market and see what's going on there. So from a bond market perspective, as you can see here, it's struggling a little bit as it's down 0.08 here, as you see. And we got 10-year treasury here. It's up slightly. I think this is going to help stock market a little bit as 10-year treasury is struggling a little bit. This can really be okay with the stock market. It can keep its increase as we go into morning session. And then we got crude oil here. It's bouncing slightly. That's a good news. We don't want crude oil to grow much higher. We don't want the oil to lead the market. Instead, it should stay low. And then you got gold here. Gold is a good one to slowly buy. It's up a little bit. Any worry about inflation and rate hike, gold can go higher. Now it's down nicely. It's a good time to buy some gold and go from there. And let's also check on skew here and see what's up with the skew. So from a skew perspective, as we look through here, let's wait for a minute. As we look through here, we got S&P 500 at a stone throw away from all-time high. We got to be a little bit careful, trade carefully. No need to rush and buy all the stocks, but look for the quality. And skew, as you can look through here, it's below 150. I think that's a good sign here. I don't like skew to go above 150 or so. Right now it's below 150. I think that's pretty good here. So we'll keep a watch on this again. Anytime skew falls down, that's a good time to buy stock market. That tells you it's ripe to go higher. And then you got here Australian dollar JPY combo here. We also call it carry trade. Japanese yen being a low interest rate currency, folks can really really borrow from it, so that we don't need to pay too much interest, and buy Australian dollar, which is a high interest paying currency, and borrow from it and buy the riskier assets like commodities and stocks. That's what goes on with the carry trade here. So as you can see here, carry trade is saying it's trying to go higher. As this combo goes higher, that tells you stock market also can go higher. So this is one of the leading indicator along with the VIX here. So I do see some small bounce on Monday morning, given this carry trade is trying to go higher, meaning folks are trying to buy riskier assets like stocks and commodities, borrowing from Japanese yen. So with that, let's jump in here and look at few stock charts. All right, so let's start from big cap names here. Look, we got Apple. Apple, huge, 2.5 type trillion dollar stock market cap here. Look, it's going higher, higher, higher. Right now, RSI 78. I would be waiting here and watching. And when it pulls back, then we can buy. Right now, it's too hot for me right now. And we got Microsoft here. Microsoft RSI 62. This was a very good time to buy a while ago, like last week or so. Now it's a little high. Let's wait for this to come back. If these stocks get hit, it's a good to slowly buy and put them away, maybe in your retirement account. And then you got Amazon.com here. This is a great buy at these levels here. This retailer can do very well in the holiday season. They also got AWS, and they got some bad rap around the AWS outage. I think that's why stock came down here. It's a great buy here. I think we should buy this slowly and go from there. And then you got Facebook or Meta. Facebook want to rule metaverse, as you all know. I think this can do very well. Mark Zuckerberg has a vision for this company, and he want to steer it towards metaverse and be the undisputed leader in the metaverse. I think it's a good stock to buy. Right now, RSI is 50, middle of the road. I think it's a good one to buy here. All right, let's look at a couple more here. All right, then you got here Google. Google also went higher by $7. It's a huge, $1 trillion plus market cap, as you can see here. I think it's a good one to buy. Actually, it's a little higher RSI for me. I will wait for a small pullback here and then buy Google. And then you got Netflix here. Netflix is a good one to buy here. RSI is 38. It's trying to see where to go here. It's a good one to buy. Netflix often gives you these type of pullbacks here. Look, we got various pullbacks here. Always good to buy Netflix on these pullbacks. This will do nicely. It's a below 100-day moving average right now. On the balance volume is pretty steady here. All these big money managers know this game very well. They will wait for these pullbacks and then buy. That's what is going on. That's why more buyers than sellers. And then you got Nvidia, one of my favorite stock here. Nvidia is trying to see where to go here. It's around 301 right now. I think it's a very good buy at these levels here. If it comes any lower, I will be buyer of Nvidia here and sock it away in the long-term account and go from there. And these guys are trying to close their ARM acquisition here. That might take some time. That's why stock is trying to see where to go here. And we've got AMD here. These guys also trying to close their Xilinx acquisition here. This is also great buy here. It's trying to bounce off of its 100-day moving average. I think this is a very good buy here. Both AMD and Nvidia hardly give you opportunity to buy like this. It's a great pullback to buy these two stocks here and sock it away in your long-term account. All right, let's look at a couple more here. And we got here J&J, one of my favorite steady eddy type stock here. Right now RSI is 59. I would be waiting for a little pullback here and then buy the stock here. Right now it's a little hard for me with the RSI 59. On the balance volume is jumping here. That's a good sign here. And AbbVie, forget it, it's too hot for me. I will wait for a pullback. On the other hand, Lilly is a great buy here. I think they got some great Alzheimer's drug. I think this one is a good buy here. RSI is 37, tells you it's completely sold off here. On the balance volume is trying to rise. This is a great one for your long-term account here and sock it away. And then we got Pfizer here. Pfizer is all super hot at this time. I would wait for a little pullback in Pfizer. Look, on the balance volume is also pretty steady here. Probably let's let it come down a little more. Right now it's trying to bounce off of its 50-day moving average. Probably it's good for this to come a little bit down and then buy Pfizer. All right, let's look at Thermo Fisher. It's again life sciences, as many of you know. It's a great stock here. I would wait for a little pullback. RSI is 58, a little hot here. And same story with Abbott. Danaher, on the other hand, you could buy slowly here. RSI is 54. This is a great stock. I love Danaher. It's also into life sciences, and I think it's a good one to buy at these levels here. On the other hand, Medtronic is a great buy here. Stock is sold off here, trying to go higher. I would be a buyer of Medtronics at these levels here. All right, I think a couple more chip stocks we can look at here. We got ASML, one of my favorite stock here. RSI is 45. This stock also rarely gives you opportunity to buy. At these levels, we should buy some ASML here. It's trying to bounce off of its 200-day moving average, as you can see here. It's a great buy here. This stock also does very well. Rarely gives you opportunity to buy. It's good to buy at these levels. And then you got Applied Materials. It's a steady eddy stock, as you know. With the chip shortage, this stock is in the center stage here. Right now RSI is 54. Good to wait for a little pullback and then buy Applied Material. And we got Lam Research, one of my favorite stock here. Right now super hot. I would wait for a little pullback. Look very nice on the balance volume here. And then we got Micron RSI 62, same story. Let's wait for a little pullback and then buy Micron. All right, now we are into home improvement place here. Both Home Depot as well as Lowe's are super hot. Good to wait for a little pullback here. And also TJX and Nike, both are also hot here. Nike, we can still buy here with the RSI 50. This is a better buy of the lot here. I think it's a good one to slowly accumulate. So we got few more retailers here. We got Walmart, one of my favorite stock here. Look, this stock cannot stay low that long. RSI is 47. Stock is completely sold off here. It's trying to bounce back nicely. I think this will do very well over the holidays. I think it's a good one to buy at these levels. And Procter and Gamble, super hot here. Consumers, everybody's buying Procter and Gamble, thinking there will be some inflation and interest rate hike, and folks will always buy consumer staple. That's why this stock is going higher. And Costco did very nicely. They got quarterly earnings. They did very well. Pepsi is also doing very well. This group here will do well. These are all consumer staples. If there is a fear about inflation, these stocks will take leadership role and rock and roll higher. All right, now we got the finance stocks here. All these finance stocks are great. Buy at these levels here. Look, this big bank JP Morgan. Right now RSI is 42. Stock is trying to search where to go here. Trying to bounce off of its 200-day moving average, as you can see here. On the balance volume is low. Right now, it's telling you there are more sellers than buyers. I think it's a good one to slowly accumulate. If there is any inflation, interest rate hike, these folks can make some good money off of your deposit. And then you got Bank of America, great buy at these levels here. Right now, RSI is 43, tells you stock is sold off completely. And you got Wells Fargo, RSI is 53, a little bit stronger than other two banks here. It's also this one. I think we can wait a little bit, let it come down. On the other hand, Citigroup is a great buy here. Look, stock is falling down, down, down. I think it's slowly okay to buy some Citigroup. No need to rush, but this will do very well. This can surprise on the higher side at the announced earnings. All right, so we got few more fintech names here. We got Visa. Visa, as you can see here, this can only go so low. It's bouncing higher nicely. Right now, good to wait a little bit. RSI is 56, super hot. Came up pretty quickly here. And same story with MasterCard. MasterCard RSI is 56. Nice bounce here. I would wait for a little pullback here. On the other hand, PayPal and Square are good to buy at these levels and slowly accumulate. I think these will do well as we go forward. They will follow Visa and MasterCard and jump higher slowly. All right, so let's look at EV automakers here. We got Tesla. Tesla is a good buy here. RSI is 45. Our friend Elon Musk is selling a lot of his shares. As you can see here, it's trying to struggle where to go, but trying to bounce off of its 100-day moving average. It's a great buy at these levels here and go from there. A lot of people buy electric cars. A lot of people love Tesla. There is a cult following, for Tesla here. Look, on the balance volume is still going higher despite of Elon Musk selling a lot of shares. And then got NIO here, Chinese Tesla. Chinese Tesla or NIO is a great buy at these levels. This stock bounces back nicely at times. It's a good buy here. And then you got Lucid. This used to be a hot shot stock, and it's a good territory right now. It's coming below 100-day moving average. I will be a buyer of Lucid at these levels here and slowly accumulate. And then got Fisker here. Again, this stock also is trying to come down here. It's also a great buy at these levels here. And even Rivian is also same story. Rivian is also coming nicely. I think it's also a good buy at these levels here. All right, so we got a few more fintech plays here. We got StoneCo after going down, down, down. It's slowly trying to go higher here. StoneCo is a good buy at these levels. Along with PaySafe, same story. It's came down so much. Now it's slowly trying to consolidate and go higher. And PAGS as well as Encino, similar story here. I would be a buyer of these names here. They will bounce nicely as we go forward. All right, now we got some of these beaten down stocks. We got Docusign here. Docusign is struggling right now. I think it's a good one to slowly accumulate and sock it away for long term. This stock will go nicely. Most people who are used to Docusign, they will not go back to physical world signing the paper document. They would easily do Docusign and go forward. Twilio is a great stock. It's trying to struggle here. I think it's a good buy at these levels here. It's a great name. They work with Lyft, Uber, and various other companies around the messaging. I think they will do nicely. And we got Salesforce.com, Mark Benioff's company. This is a great one to buy at these levels. I think it's a good one. And we got Snowflake, one of my favorite, RSI 54. It's good to wait for a little pullback in Snowflake and then buy this great stock. They will do very well. They will own this whole artificial intelligence space here. They're doing great. All right, so now we got few more here. We got Asana. Asana, after the earnings, it came down here. I'm slowly buying Asana. This will do well. I think right now it's trying to catch. All right, let's continue. I had a battery issue. Hopefully, it's doing well. So let's look at few more here. We got Pinterest here. Pinterest is a great stock. As you can see here, Pinterest is trying to come down. As you can see here, at this time, Pinterest is a great buy. I would be a buyer of Pinterest here. And then you got Palantir here. Palantir is a great stock. It's been coming down off late. Look, on the balance volume is stabilizing. I'm a buyer in Palantir at these levels here. And then you got Twitter here, Jack Dorsey's company. It's also a great buy at these levels here. Look, on the balance volume is trying to bounce here. It's a good one also. All right, so now let's look at a few of these crypto plays here. We got Marathon Digital, one of my favorite here. Right now RSI is 38, tells you stock is sold off here. It's a good one to buy here. On the balance volume is pretty steady. That tells you folks are buying. There are more buyers than sellers. And then you got Riot Blockchain, one of my favorite here. Stock price is 26. It's also a great buy at these levels here. And we got BT, one of my favorite again. Stock is down to $7.42. This used to be a $14 stock just a month ago or so. Look, nice volume, nice on the balance volume. Tells you more buyers than sellers. And then we got your Coinbase, again, one of the great stock here. They have this whole trading platform. It's a good stock at these levels. It's a good buy. All right, let's look at a couple more here. All right, so we got Crowdstrike here, basically a cyber security play. It's a great stock. I think it's one of the rare buying opportunity here. I would be a buyer of Crowdstrike here, along with the Cloudflare, also great buy at these levels here. Fortinet is a great stock here. Right now it's a little hard for me, but it's still a good buy. I would rather wait for a little bit pullback in Fortinet. It's a great stock with solid fundamentals. And then you got Okta. Okta is a good buy here. RSI is 45. On the balance volume is pretty steady. It's a great buy at these levels here. So with that, now what we'll do is we'll see if there is one more, and then we'll go into a little more details here. Okay, we got two more here. Let's look at Alibaba. Chinese play here. It's as you can see, Chinese stocks are really struggling for most part with all the regulations. It could be a good one to buy slowly here at $125. I'll be slowly accumulating Alibaba along with JD, which is again a good stock here. And we got Pindia. This is also a good one to slowly accumulate. No need to rush. And even NetEase is a great stock to buy at these levels here. And then we got few more here. GameStop is I think it's a good one to buy after the earnings. Stock came down. This typically comes down after the earnings and then goes higher. It's a good one to slowly accumulate at these levels here. And then you got Uipath, one of my favorite here. Kathy Wood has bought ton of Uipath, as you might be knowing. It's a good one to buy here. Wall Street does not understand this stock much. I think it's a great play here. And then got Stitch Fix here. Stock got clobbered after the earnings. It's also a good one to buy at these levels and accumulate. And we got Confluent, one of my favorite companies here. I think it's a good one to buy here at these levels. It's trying to head towards 200-day moving average. It's a good one to buy and accumulate. So with that, we'll now jump into Excel spreadsheet, look at ETF actions and see what we can make out. So with that, let's jump in here. So let's look at our category 1 ETFs here and see how they're doing. As you see here, we got S&P 500, QQQ, which is Nasdaq, and emerging market all doing nicely on Friday. Look, IWM is a little bit weaker of the lot here. IWM RSI is 43 at the lowest here. There are some great buying opportunities in the low cap Russell 2000. Otherwise, as you can see here, all these names are really just off of their 52-week high, with the exception of EEM emerging market and Russell 2000. They're off nicely from 52-week high. Now let's look at our category 2 here and see what we can make out. So these are financials, as you can see here. As the bonds go lower, interest rates, as you can see here, goes higher, and stock market is trying to search for the direction. Stock market really does well when there's a low interest rate environment. With all the rhetoric around the inflation, stock market is trying to really decide where to go. We'll keep a close watch here. And as you look through XLU here, utilities, these utilities will do well during the inflation, because whether you like it or not, you have to pay your electricity bill, your gas bill. That's why it's these folks have got pricing power despite of inflation. That's why these tend to do very well. And then you got crypto here. Crypto is down, as you can see here. At these levels, you could buy some great crypto here and go from there. And as we look through here, currencies, from a currency perspective, US dollars is tad lower here, and FXC, Chinese yen, is doing well, as well as Australian dollar. And now let's look at our category 3 here and see what we can make out. As we look through here, we got consumer staples. These guys are leading here. We typically don't want to see consumer staples leading, but that's what's going on here. Folks are a little bit worried about inflation. That's why they're buying consumer staples and healthcare and a little bit gold, as you can see here. I'm hoping this trend can stop a little bit, and stock market can take a bigger names like QQQ, Dow Jones and S&P can go higher than XLP. We'll keep a close watch there. Anytime you see XLP leading higher than the broader indices, you got to watch out a little bit, because that tells you folks are a little bit worried about inflation. And let's look at our big technology here. As you see here, technology is also leading. That's a good sign. These guys are doing better than XLP. That's a good sign here. Consumer discretionary is also doing okay. And looks like biotechnology is struggling. There are some great names in biotechnology we could buy at these levels here. So with that, let's look at our fourth category. If you have not seen that already, I think we have looked at already. Let's look at major trends. From a major trend perspective, as you can see here, crypto is struggling, as you can see here. Ethereum down for last 1 month straight, and we got grayscale Bitcoin down last 1 month or so straight here. There are great buying opportunities in the crypto cohort. We looked at Marathon, BT, Riot Blockchain, all great ones to buy at these levels here. Semiconductors are doing pretty okay here, as you can see. And human genomics, there is a great buying opportunities here. And we got biotechnology, great buying opportunities, red most of the part here. And as you can scan through here, we got whole cannabis cohort is down big time. It's not getting much traction, as you can see here. Solar is also down nicely. Good opportunities in the solar world here. Fintech is trying to decide where to go here. We had a small bounce. That's a good sign here. And as you can scan through here, we got blockchain down big time. Autonomous driving also, I think it's trying to go higher as we speak here. Social media, there is good money to be made here. Still RSI is pretty low here. So with that, let's jump in and look at the stock market and look at the action and prepare for next week. So as you can scan through here, let's just do a auto filter here, and we want volume greater than 1 million shares traded. And let's look at beaten down stock on Friday. All right, so let's just do a beaten down stock here and sort by stocks that are sold off in 1 day here as of Friday. All right. Okay, so as you can see here, we got few stocks which are down big time. We got Everbridge here. It's a $63 stock. Look what happened. Down 45%. And this one has got nice sales growth and gross margin. And it's a little bit high from a debt to equity perspective. And RSI is 41, not too bad here. And keep watching your price to sales ratio is just 7. That tells you valuation perspective. Also, it's a good one. I would slowly look at buying some Everbridge here, given it's a nice stock and nice sales growth and gross margin. Came down drastically here. And then you got a few more as you can scan through here. Other stocks like ANG and FIGS, they don't seem to have nice sales growth and gross margin here. But you can look at stocks like this one. This is a very low price stock. Let's get rid of some low price stocks here to begin with and look at stocks with the price greater than $10. So that way we look at a little more, stronger, stable candidates here. And I think we got our candidates here. Look, we got a few great names here. Indie Semiconductor. Right now it does not have sales growth as you see here because it's a little bit newer company. I like Indie. Given semiconductors are in a shortage, this could be a good one to buy at these levels here. And then we got few more here. We got um, American Outdoor here, $18 stock. This one has some gross margin, but sales growth is also there. That's a good one here. And you got TGLS here, again $18 stock. Nice sales growth, nice gross margin as you can see here. And price to sales ratio just 2. That tells you valuation perspective also is a good one here. And then you got Upstart, one of my favorites here. It's a $160 stock. I think it's a good one to buy and go from there. And we got BioNTech, again a good one here. And we got few more. Keep watching the stocks with a nice green background here. These are the stocks with nice sales growth and gross margin. Satisfy rule of 40. Chewy, they had earnings. I think they beat the earnings. Asana is a good one. Beyond Meat, you got to be a little careful on this one though. It's been going down off late. As you can see, red all the way. Let's wait for a little stability here. If it starts going a little bit higher, then you can pounce. And we got Wayfair here. Wayfair is a great stock here. It's going down off late as you can see here. And as you scan through here, price to sales ratio is very low. It's 2. I think from a valuation perspective also it's a good one here. On the other, Fate Therapeutics is one of my favorite. Only issue here is price to sales ratio is 83 here. That tells you a little bit pricey. But I like this one. You could slowly buy into this one also. And then you got a few more like Lemonade and so on and so forth. Now what we'll do is many of you are a little bit concerned about valuation here. We could look at low valuation here. We can say we want price to sales ratio below 15. So the moment we do that, we'll eliminate some of the high valuation stocks here and look at the low valuation stocks. So now we got price to sales ratio. This is the price to sales ratio, all below 15. Those are a little bit stronger. I mean, from a valuation perspective, they're better. As you can scan through here, there are a lot of great stocks here with a little bit lower valuation. Look, we got stocks like we got Chewy, good one here. Beyond Meat, a great one. I would wait a little bit on this one though, let it come up a little bit, then we can buy. Right now it's going down, down, down in straight sessions. AMC could be a good one. This one trades widely, as many of you know. It's got nice sales growth and gross margin here, but it's been going down. Could be okay to slowly venture in and buy some AMC here. As usual, keep watching stocks that are doing better in 5 days, like this one here. JEWL, Joel could be okay at this levels here. It's trying to go high in 5-day time frame here. And then you got a few more here. C is one of my favorite. Right now it's $237 company here. It's a great one with nice sales growth and gross margin. It's a good one here. And we got a few more as you can scan through here. Big Commerce, this one also trades widely. Off late it's been going down. Let's wait for a little bit, little sign of a comeback, and then we can jump in here. And we got a few more as you can scan through here. Now what we'll do is we'll look at a little more stronger candidates. For that we'll say we want a low RSI, and we want positive gross margin, and we want positive sales, and we want low debt. So we have eliminated a lot of these weaker candidates here. Look, all these stocks have got nice sales growth and gross margin, handily beat rule of 40. And we also said low valuation, meaning price to sales ratio less than 15 here. That's why these are all valuation perspective good stocks. Even if you want to be a little more conservative, we could say low PEG, price to earnings growth here, less than 1. So you'll even eliminate some of these candidates here. Look, we sorted out the whole entire stock market here to look at low valuation candidates, also nice growth candidates. As you can see here, these are the good ones to buy if you're worried about valuation. These have PEG ratio less than 1, and also price to sales ratio less than 15. I think this is a good one to look at and go from there. Look, we got stocks like Moderna, which is one of my favorite. And we got 3D Systems, again good here. Darling Ingredients, also a good one here. All with nice sales growth, nice gross margin, low RSI, tells you these stocks can bounce higher, and also low valuation. Look, Fizz came down here probably after the earnings. It's a good one to buy. Got Dakio, it's a Chinese solar maker. If you're worried about Chinese stocks, you could you don't need to buy, but this looks like it's trying to go higher in 5 days. It could be okay to buy. You got XLXs, it's a good stock here. And EOG is a stronger energy play here. This is a good one to buy at these levels here. And you got a few more like Robert Half and Ben. And next what we'll do is we look at high short ratio candidates. So you can try to see if you can buy some high short ratio candidates. So what we'll do is we'll sort it by high IV percentile, high short ratio here, right here. And we'll also say volume greater than 500K here, 1 million. And we'll sort this by by short ratio. We want higher short ratio on top. There you go. So now we are getting nice high short ratio on top here. And I'll also say price greater than 10, so we can eliminate some of these low price to begin with, then we can jump into low price. So as you look through here, we're getting these candidates here all high short ratio, as you can see here. Let's put our filters on. We want low RSI, we want positive gross margin, we want low debt. And you can see here we got list of candidates here, all with the nice criteria. We can also say here low PS, so we can eliminate some high price to sales ratio candidates like the one right here, which is a Virgin Galactic, which is a good one but high valuation. So we can say low PS here. So we'll eliminate some of the candidates, and now we are getting nice list of candidates here, low valuation and nice sales growth and gross margin here. We can also say positive sales. We'll eliminate some more. Look, these are the nice candidates here. They got high short ratio, but on the positive side, valuation is low. PS ratio is within 15, and it's a short list here. You could play your short squeeze game with these candidates, a little bit safer. So next we look at a few more candidates here and go from there. I know many of you like to, look at short squeeze candidates with a little bit lower price. We could look at that one too, and go from there. Let's say we want high short ratio and price less than $10. So you can look at those just for checkles, and we'll sort by high short ratio on top here. There we go. Now we got all the low price stocks. As you can see here, we will apply our criteria: low RSI, positive gross margin, low debt. Look, we got a small set of candidates. We can also eliminate some high valuation candidates here and say we want low price to sales here. Now we got even shortlist all small cap stock here with the low valuation, and we can also say price to growth, price PEG ratio less than or equal to 1 here. We even cut down a lot of names here. Let's do one thing. Let's put the PEG ratio back on here because we don't want such a short list. It's too short. Let me just go back here, turn off that filter. There you go. I think we can work with this list here. As you can see here, all I got nice short ratio, low RSI, low debt. We can also say positive sales, so we can eliminate some more negative sales candidates here. There we go. So this is a short list of low price stocks with nice short ratio here, and got nice sales growth and gross margin and low price to sales ratio. So this could be good ones for you to just look at low price stocks and play some short squeeze game with those names. And next, let's look at stocks that are down big time. Let's say volume greater than 1 million here, and we want the stocks which are below 200-day moving average here, and trying to make some small progress in 10 days, 5% above 10-day moving average. This is kind of telling you these are trying to cross over the 10-day moving average, even though they are below 200-day moving average. That's a positive crossover, as many of you know. So this is a short list of candidates here. To begin with, let's say we want a price greater than $10, and we'll also say we want low RSI, we want a positive gross margin and low debt candidates, and we're getting nice subset here, as you can see here. And as you scan through your PS ratio, let's say we want to eliminate some high valuation stocks. We'll say PS ratio less than 15. So we are eliminating many of those high valuation candidates here. Look, we got nice set here. We got my favorite stocks like Path.com, apps or Digital Turbine is a great one here. ROKU, as you can see here, trying to go higher slowly. Look, 5-day 12% higher. JMIA is also trying to go higher. Great one here. PayPal is a good one. I love PayPal at these levels here. All great names here with the low valuation. I think these are the good ones here. And what we can also do is we can say positive sales. We can eliminate some candidates like Sunstone here. Let's say positive sales. There we go. We got positive sales candidates. These are the good ones to buy. And as we scan through, we got a few more, and that's pretty much. So we sorted out entire stock market for these stronger candidates here, which are below 200-day moving average, but trying to make a comeback in last, about 10-day moving average. These are the great candidates. Look, we got Activision Blizzard, which is one of my favorite. Anaplan trying to come back after their quarterly miss. And we got GPN, Global Payment Network, great one here. You got Physicians REIT here. Disney, great recovery play. Medtronics, great, the medical device play here. And Electronic Arts, one of my favorite. XLX is a great one here. And so on and so forth. This is a short list for you if you want to play, the beaten down stock game here. And look at the beaten down stock trying to cross over the 10-day moving average with nice low valuation. These are the ones for you. And next, let's look at one more candidate here. I know many of you like to sell put options, so we can look at some of those candidates here. For that, we want price to be greater than $30, so you get some nice, put premium here, and we want volume greater than 1 million. We want high IV percentile here, and let's sort this by high IV percentile and top here. All right. So now we got our list getting started here, and we'll say we want low RSI, we want the stock to bounce higher, we want positive gross margin and low debt. There we go. We got nice set of candidates here, and it's a pretty short list as you can see here. These are nice candidates with the nice, IV percentile, as you can see here, nice IV percentile, low RSI. But if you are worried about this high, PS ratio candidates, we can say PS ratio less than 15. So we'll eliminate few more here, and it will become even shorter list here. And we can also go after, nice quarter over quarter sales growth here, positive sales growth. Now this is really short list. You could sell some put options on these candidates, also get some nice put premium here given IV percentile is high. And look here, RSI is low, that means stocks are beaten down. Valuation is pretty low, indicated by price to sales ratio less than 15. These are the good ones to sell some put premium below the current stock price and go from there. And next, let's look at some of these names here. Dow Jones Industrial Average to begin with, and see what's up in Dow Jones Industrial Average. Let's go here. We got Dow 30 stocks, as you can see here, and we want low RSI, and we want positive gross margin, and we also want low debt. There, we got our list here. These are the good ones to buy at these levels. Out of Dow 30 stocks, I would pick these ones up here. Merck, Disney, Walmart, and CRM. They are beaten down at these levels, indicated by low RSI. And I think these can go higher. Some of these are already trying to make go higher, as you can see here. And even Disney is trying to go higher in last 5 days. Merck is a good one. I think it's a good to buy at these levels here. So with that, let's now do the same thing, for Nasdaq 100 and filter out some stronger candidates in Nasdaq 100. There we go, Nasdaq 100 here, and we want low RSI, we want positive gross margin, low debt. And if you're worried about valuation of some of these Nasdaq names here, let's say low price to sales ratio below 15. There we go. We got our short list here. Out of 100 Nasdaq stocks here, these are the ones that you could buy at these levels here. We could eliminate some stocks like Trip.com here by saying positive sales. You'll eliminate some more candidates here. Look, now we got Trip.com at nice quarter over quarter growth. That's why it came up here. These are the good ones you could buy at these levels here. Activision Blizzard, good one here. And we got Copart, again a good one here. And Moderna, and so on and so forth. We got EA. Zoom is also trying to go higher, as you can see here. These are the good ones you could buy, beaten down in Nasdaq 100. And next, let's do the same thing on S&P 500. These are the 500 stocks, as you know here. Let's select that, and let's say low RSI, positive gross margin. We want low debt candidates here, and we want positive sales. There, we got our candidates here. These are the good ones to buy in S&P 500 at these levels here. Look, we got some similar stocks here like Activision Blizzard here. Cummins is a great play here. It's a good one to buy at these levels. Given stock is beaten down with the RSI here. Let's see, where is the RSI? Yeah, RSI is 43, low RSI here. And we got PayPal, a good one here. Roper, again a good one. And we got Garmin. Garmin is a great stock off late. And we got FIS and EOG, one of my favorite. Tesla is a good one to buy at these levels. Tesla hardly gives you such opportunity. It always RSI is always higher. Now it's a good time to buy. And CRM is a great play here. And next let's do the same thing on Russell 1000. These are the 1000 big cap names here. It's a good barometer to look at. And let's say low RSI, positive gross margin, low debt, and also say low valuation perspective, less than 15. So we got our list here. We'll also say positive sales to eliminate some negative sales candidates. We got our short list from 1000 stocks in Russell 1000. These are the stronger players. I would look at these names here, and given they are beaten down with the lower RSI, I would go after these names here. Look, we got great stocks. I love Axon. It's a great one to buy at these levels. Natera, CLR, Pinterest, all great ones here. Let's see here. I think I also, yeah, low valuation as you can see here. PS ratio is less than 15. And I love Zynga. It's a low price stock here. It's a good one. Fresh Pet, again, a good one here. And we got IAC, it's a great play here. And Generac, Exact Sciences, one of my favorite. And you could look at this short list here out of 1000 big cap names here and buy them and take it from there. As you can see here, we got a few more to go here, and I think we are almost there. There you go. This is a short list here. Look, LabCore is one of the good story here. I love LabCore along with the DG. That's also a good one here. I think these stocks will always give you some nice opportunity once in a while. Right now, it's good to buy given low RSI, just 45 here. So with that, let's jump in here and let's look at one or two more candidates and then wrap it up. Let's look at Russell 2000 here. So these are low cap stocks. Russell 2K here, we'll apply same criteria. Now we are filtering 2000 stocks. We want low RSI, we want positive gross margin, and let's also say positive sales, low debt, and we want low valuation. Oops, we filtered pretty much 2000 stocks here. These are the ones that came up here. So these are the good ones you could buy out of Russell 2000, which is beaten down at these levels. You could buy these names given there is a low RSI and lower valuation indicated by price to sales ratio below 15 and low debt. So look here, we got great candidates here, ZGNX, and we got MC parts here, one of my favorite. And we got few more names here. Vero is a good one here, and we got few great names here. You could look at these names here and go from there. As you can scan through, we got a few good ones. All great stocks. You could look at these names here and go from there. What we'll also do here, we'll say volume greater than 1 million, so we can get rid of some low volume candidates. Look, we got very short list here. You could look at some of these names here and buy them slowly and go from there. And next, let's also say volume greater than 500k here, so we can look at a little more bigger list. There you go. So we got a little more bigger list now. Volume greater than 500,000 shares here. You could look at some of these names. Zora is a good one. It's been beaten down off late, trying to go higher. I think it's a good one to buy. Very low price stock, as you can see here, and low RSI. And we got a few more, like Yelp is a good one. I like this one also. And Copin is trying to decide where to go. Sometimes it goes higher. Right now it's low. Could be okay to slowly bottom fish and slowly buy some Copin also at these levels here. And next, let's look at one or two more areas and go from there. So one thing we saw beaten down is biotech names here. Let's see if we can buy some biotech stocks given they're beaten down. Let's auto filter here and just look at biotech. So let's go here and look at biotech here. There you go. So there are a lot of great names in biotech given they are beaten down. Let's say volume greater than 1 million. We want stronger candidates, low RSI, positive sales, positive gross margin, low debt. And also there you go. I think we got very low candidates here. I think typically these biotech names, sometimes they may not have positive sales given these are some smaller players. Let's say let's remove this filter here. Let's get a little bit bigger list here. There we go. I think these are the good names you could look at. And if you're concerned about valuation here, we can eliminate some of these candidates here. Let's say low PS ratio here, and eliminate some of those high valuation candidates. So these could be good ones you could look at. I like stocks like XLXS here. BioNTech is a good one to buy. Corcept, this is trying to go higher, as you can see here. It's also a good one here. Nectar, a good one. You could look at these names here. Some of these are very low price names. If you want to avoid them, you could. Bluebird Bio, this has been beaten down so long. Maybe you could avoid this one also. Let it come up a little bit, then you can buy this one. So with that, next what we'll do is we'll look at strong names here. I know many of you love cash cows. So let's look at cash cows here. Let's look at stocks with the nice cash greater than $1 billion. Let's look at those names here. And out of that, let's also say we want a volume greater than 1 million. And we also want, we want a low RSI. We want these stocks to be a little bit sold off. And we want a positive gross margin. So all these stocks have got nice $1 billion cash, and we'll also say we want low debt. Sometimes these guys get so much debt, that's why they have a cash. So look here, we got nice stocks here. You could look at some of these names. They all have nice $1 billion plus cash here. You could look at these names here and buy them, given they are very solvent. And to even make it a little bit stronger, let's say we want this to be strong from an Altman Z ratio, financially solvent, greater than 1.8. Altman Z ratio indicates they are financially very strong there. So now we even got a shorter list here. These are great candidates with a $1 billion cash. And we can take a notch higher here and say, you know what, we are not happy with $1 billion cash. We want more than $5 billion cash. Look, we got shorter list here. All these companies, they got more than $5 billion cash here, and they got low RSI. Debt to equity ratio is low. If you're worried about inflation, stocks going under, don't worry. These companies have got a lot of cash in their balance sheet. They can survive. And next, let's take a notch higher. Let's say we want companies to have $10 billion cash or higher. Look, the list gets shorter. These guys have got a lot of money here, more than $10 billion. Still, debt to equity ratio is low here. Look, Disney is not going to go under anytime soon. They got a lot of cash here. And Merck, Medtronic, all great plays here. Even NetEase is a great play. They got a lot of money, as you can see here, along with Alibaba and Tesla. And we can also take it a notch higher and say we want stocks cash to be more than 50 billion. There you go. Short list, Alibaba. Alibaba has got more than $50 billion cash here. And also, as you can see here, low RSI. You might wonder, where is my Apple? If I remove this debt to equity ratio here, you will see, some of the names like Apple. Let's see here. I think the reason Apple did not show up is probably because let's do one thing. Let's clear it up. And Apple typically, normally has got a little bit high RSI. Also, let's clear this up. Now you'll see your stocks like Apple. Look, Apple came up here. Apple has got a little bit high RSI. That's why it didn't show up. They also have a little bit higher debt to equity ratio. This Apple took some debt. That's why a little bit higher debt to equity ratio. Don't know why Apple has to take so much debt, but they did. That's why it's high debt to equity ratio. But these are all the cash cows with cash, more than $50 billion. Good to buy these candidates when they're down and go from there. So with that, we'll wrap it up here. Thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.